Good morning. It's Tuesday, May 26th. So good to have you here. The thought for today is your trust. Your trust is about what you believe in. Biblical wisdom says it is the way to life. But we tend to discount that because it's religious or we think God doesn't have our best interest at heart. But in this chapter 4 of Proverbs we've been looking at, there's this urgent command from David, quoted by his son Solomon, get wisdom. Though it cost you all you have, get wisdom. Well, that's a huge statement of faith. Am I going to believe what God says and embrace that, which Solomon is saying is wisdom? Or am I going to hold on to what I think? Or what seems best to me at the moment? Or what seems best to address the fears that I have? Or the immediate needs or desires or cravings that I have? Or my desire for security and peace and comfort? See, if I trust myself for those things, by definition, I can't trust God for those things. And that sets up this battle that we all face. We make choices every day about what you and I think is important in life. I'll use myself as an example. The times when I have acted on what I think is best for me, however passionate I may be about it, how intently I may believe in it, either immediately or down the road, it hasn't worked out well. I get to ask myself that question that I hope you'll ask yourself a lot. When we go our own way, how's that working out for us? God is saying he has something better for us in pursuing the path of wisdom. And biblical instruction is the path to wisdom. A wise person is someone who takes the things of God and makes them a part of his everyday life. Just a real simple definition of what wisdom is. So when Solomon is quoting his father David, who is pleading to him not to go the way that he did, not to embrace the path of personal desire, but to embrace the path of God's instruction to make you wise. David says this: hold on to instruction. Do not let it go. Guard it well, for it is your life. Hold on to instruction. Guard it well. Do not let it go, for it is your life. See, that's a statement of faith. Am I going to believe that God has what is best for me? Wisdom, his ways. Or am I going to believe that my understanding of things, no matter what kind of difficulties I've had, whether I've had great blessing, whether I've had great trial, whether you have been sinned against, whether or not people have treated you horribly, whether or not life seems incredibly unfair to you, are you going to assess your life based upon what you think is best, or are we going to be able to follow what God says? Holding on to instruction, there's the plea there. Hold on to it. Don't let it go. It is your life. That's a faith statement. Because in the immediate, we don't necessarily have that confirmation. Occasionally people do things that defy wisdom and they die immediately. But most of the time, when we defy wisdom, the impact is slow. It takes place over time. That's why it's a faith statement. So if I look back at the last minute, the last day, the last week, even the last year, and look back and say, yeah, not bad, based upon what I want, that's a trap. That's not guarding instruction well. Faith means, regardless of what the circumstances, regardless of what I think is best at the moment, I'm going to hang on to it because I believe that this is my life, because God says it is. Think about God's instruction, God's wisdom this day, and realize your choice is not one based on smarts, based on faith. that you believe that God has a better handle on reality than you and I do. That's a faith statement. And what the Bible says very clearly, if we want to live, we'll live by faith. So that's the thought for today. Lord bless you this week. Stay in touch. Hit the subscribe button if you'd like. But again, it's my honor to be able to just converse with you daily this way. And we'll be back tonight for some everyday thoughts. Lord bless you. Bye-bye.